doctors warn missing these 6 vitamins could destroy your legs after 60. When was the last time you stood up from a chair without pushing with your hands? Or walked across the room without feeling like your legs were made of rubber bands? If your legs feel slower and shakier, this isn't just aging. 1 in 4 seniors over 65 suffers a serious fall every year. Many never fully recover. But here's the truth no one's telling you. A few missing vitamins may be quietly draining your leg strength every single day. And if it's not fixed, it could lead to something devastating: a broken hip, a walker, a nursing home. But there's good news, and it doesn't require a gym or a complicated routine. In just a moment, you'll discover the most overlooked vitamin linked to balance, strength, and muscle support, the one almost no doctor checks for, yet it could be the reason your legs feel weak. Stick around, because this could be the difference between losing your freedom and keeping it for years to come. Think of your legs like the trunks of a tree. They support everything above: your back, your balance, your confidence. But what happens if those trunks start to thin out, hollow from the inside? One strong gust, and the whole tree can collapse. This is exactly what happens inside the body as we age. There's a condition called sarcopenia. It means gradual muscle loss over time. Most people have never heard the word, but they've felt its effects. You go to rise from a chair, and suddenly it's harder than it used to be. You walk across the room, and your legs feel tired before you even reach the door. You try to lift something light, and your arms tremble. This slow weakening isn't just frustrating. It's dangerous. When your leg muscles shrink, your entire foundation becomes unstable. Your knees don't catch you like they used to. Your steps get smaller. Your world gets smaller too: fewer outings, fewer walks, fewer visits. And then comes the moment when a rug slips, or your knee gives out, and you hit the floor before you can catch yourself. A fall like that can be devastating. It can mean weeks in bed, surgeries, therapy. Sometimes it's the beginning of needing full-time help and losing the very independence you worked so hard for. That's why muscle strength matters. Not for vanity, not to look fit, but to stand up without fear, to carry your own groceries, to walk your dog, to get up from the toilet without calling for help. Strong legs mean a longer life and a better life. They let you live on your own terms. They keep you in the garden, at the table, holding your grandchild's hand. But here's something most people don't know. Muscle doesn't just disappear because of age. It disappears when the body doesn't get what it needs. Just like a plant without sunlight, your muscles shrink when they're missing key nutrients. And there's one vitamin, powerful but almost completely overlooked, that plays a role in all of this. It supports your nerves, your balance, and even your ability to get up from a chair. Yet hardly anyone talks about it. Even fewer are getting enough of it. We're going to uncover what it is in just a moment. Because once you know, you can begin to change everything, from the way you walk to how long you stay independent. Stay with me, because I'll reveal the hidden fire inside your body that could be eating away at your muscle strength without you ever realizing it, and the natural way to help put that fire out before it causes even more damage. Let's talk about something so simple, so overlooked, and yet so dangerous when it's missing: vitamin D. Most seniors don't realize just how critical this one vitamin is. Not just for bones, but for muscle strength, balance, and even mental health. And the worst part? A shocking number of people over 60 are dangerously low on it without even knowing. You might think of vitamin D as the sunshine vitamin. And that's true, your skin makes it when you're outside in the sun. But as we age, something changes. Our skin doesn't produce it as well. We spend more time indoors. And many seniors avoid sun exposure altogether because of medications or skin concerns. Over time, this creates a hidden deficiency, one that can have devastating effects. You see, vitamin D plays a powerful role in muscle contraction and nerve communication. That means it helps your muscles talk to your brain, and your brain talk to your muscles, especially the ones in your legs. Without enough of it, that communication starts to fail. Muscles don't respond as quickly. Balance becomes unsteady. You might find yourself stumbling more, or feeling tired even after a short walk. But it doesn't stop there. Low vitamin D is also linked to depression, mood swings, and deep fatigue. So while your body weakens, your mind can feel foggy or down. It's a double blow, both physical and emotional, all from a lack of this one simple nutrient. Imagine a tiny fire burning inside your body, not hot enough to notice right away, but steady and slow, like glowing embers. That's what chronic inflammation is. And over time, that hidden fire can quietly burn away your muscle strength, even if you feel otherwise healthy. Most people think inflammation is something you feel, like when your knee swells or your back flares up. But there's another kind, the low-level, behind-the-scenes kind that builds over years. It doesn't scream. It just slowly chips away at your health, especially your muscles. This kind of inflammation is one of the biggest reasons seniors lose muscle as they age, and most never see it coming. Here's what's so shocking. Even if you're thin, even if you eat pretty well, you could still have inflammation silently weakening your legs. You might notice your legs feel heavy, or that it takes more effort to get up from a chair. That's not just getting older. That could be inflammation at work. What causes it? Well, it can come from many everyday things, like eating too many processed foods, not sleeping well, or even undiagnosed issues like blood sugar problems or autoimmune conditions. The modern diet, with all the packaged snacks and sugary drinks, doesn't help. But it's not just what we eat. Stress, poor sleep, and lack of movement can all fuel that fire too. And here's the real danger. Inflammation makes it harder to build new muscle, even if you're trying. So if you're doing light exercise or eating more protein, but not seeing results, it might be because this hidden fire is blocking your progress. Scientists have studied this and found that when people have high levels of certain inflammation markers, like CRP or IL-6, they're more likely to lose muscle strength faster, even over just a few years. It's not a guess. It's a well-documented fact. In short, if you're over 60 and you want strong, steady legs, you can't just think about movement. You have to think about what's happening inside your body and what might be slowly breaking your muscles down. Now, here's the good news. There is a way to cool that fire. In fact, there's one natural vitamin that acts almost like a firefighter inside your body. It helps calm inflammation and protect your muscles, but most people aren't getting enough of it. I'll reveal exactly what that vitamin is and how it could change the way your legs feel in just a few weeks. You won't want to miss this because this nutrient may be the missing link between the muscle strength you want and the frustrating weakness you've been feeling. Stick around. This next insight could help protect your independence and possibly even prevent the kind of fall that leads to a hospital stay. Let me tell you about Harold. He's 74. A retired teacher, still sharp as a tack, but he started feeling like his legs were made of sandbags. Just standing from the couch was an effort. He used to take morning walks around the block, but lately he'd been skipping them. He blamed it on just getting older. Then his doctor checked his vitamin D, and it was shockingly low. After just 2 months of simple vitamin D supplementation, plus a little more sunshine, Harold felt like a new man. His energy returned. His legs felt lighter. He was walking again, this time with confidence. He told me, "I didn't realize how far I'd slipped until I came back." That's the hidden danger. Vitamin D deficiency creeps in quietly. It doesn't scream, but it steals your strength, your balance, and eventually your independence. Thankfully, the fix is simple. Spend a little time in the sun when you can, about 10 to 20 minutes a day, if your doctor says it's safe. And talk to your doctor about adding a vitamin D supplement, especially if you live in colder climates or rarely get outside. It's one of the easiest, most affordable ways to protect your legs and your freedom. But here's something most people don't know. Vitamin D can't do the job alone. There's another vitamin, one that works alongside vitamin D to guide it into your bones and muscles. Without it, D can't fully protect you. In fact, it might not even reach the places it's needed most. This vitamin, when paired with vitamin D, can supercharge your balance, strength, and even protect your heart. If you're finding this helpful so far, give this video a quick thumbs up. It helps us keep sharing these health tips for folks like you. Stay tuned because this next nutrient might just be the missing puzzle piece your body's been waiting for. Imagine trying to walk with your legs stuck in wet cement. Every step feels stiff, heavy, tight. That's what low magnesium can feel like, and most seniors don't even realize they're running low. Magnesium is one of those minerals you rarely hear about at the doctor's office, yet it's absolutely essential for how your muscles move. It helps your muscles contract and relax. Without enough of it, your body gets stuck. You may feel cramps in your legs at night, a dull ache when you climb stairs, or sudden stiffness that makes standing up harder than it used to be. And here's the scary part: low magnesium doesn't just make you uncomfortable. It can lead to fatigue, muscle weakness, and dangerous falls. Your muscles don't respond properly, your balance gets shaky, and you're more likely to misstep. What's even more shocking is how common magnesium deficiency is, especially after 60. Many seniors are taking medications that quietly drain magnesium from the body. Things like proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux or diuretics for high blood pressure. These medications are helpful, yes, but over time, they can cause magnesium to slip right through your system. And it's not always tested for in routine checkups. Eleanor, 79, started waking up with tight calves. At first, she thought she'd just been sleeping in a strange position. Then the stiffness moved to her thighs. Some days, it felt like her legs were made of stone. She stopped walking her dog. Started sitting more. That's when she tripped, just one misstep, and fractured her wrist. Later, during recovery, a sharp-eyed nurse asked if she'd ever had her magnesium levels checked. They were low. Eleanor started taking a gentle magnesium supplement and made some small changes to her diet. In weeks, her legs felt lighter. The cramps stopped. Her energy returned. Magnesium is found in a few everyday foods, things like pumpkin seeds, leafy greens, beans, and almonds. Even soaking in an Epsom salt bath allows magnesium to absorb through the skin. And for many, a simple supplement can make a big difference, especially the magnesium citrate or glycinate forms, which are gentle on the stomach. This one mineral supports over 300 functions in your body. Yet so many are walking around without enough of it, paying the price with sore muscles, brain fog, and restless nights. If your legs have been bothering you, feeling weak, twitchy, or just not right, magnesium might be the hidden key. But here's where it gets even more important. We'll uncover a little-known vitamin that could actually cause dangerous leg weakness if it's out of balance, and it's one almost no one talks about. In fact, if you're taking too much or too little, your muscles might be silently breaking down faster than you think. Stay right here, because what we're about to cover could be the missing piece your body has been begging for. Don't miss it. Have your legs ever felt heavy, like they were dragging through wet sand, even when you haven't done much that day? Maybe there's a strange tingling in your feet. Or your balance just feels a little off, like something in your body isn't firing quite right. These aren't just quirks of aging. They can be warning signs of something far more serious, a vitamin B12 deficiency. And here's the scary part: most seniors don't even know they're low until real damage has already begun. Vitamin B12 is essential for nerve health and blood flow to the muscles. Without it, your body struggles to deliver the right signals from your brain down to your legs. It's like having a frayed wire between the control center and the motor. Things slow down, go numb, or stop working altogether. When B12 is missing, it doesn't just zap your energy. It affects how your legs move, how steady you feel when you stand up, even how well you think. That brain fog that creeps in and out. That sudden weakness when you try to climb the stairs. They might all be linked to this one silent deficiency. You might be wondering, why would I be low on B12? Here's the shocking truth. As we age, our stomachs naturally produce less acid, and acid is what helps our bodies absorb vitamin B12 from food. So even if you eat meat or eggs or fish, your body might not be taking in the B12 the way it used to. And if you take medications like antacids or metformin, the risk goes even higher. These can block absorption and slowly lead to dangerously low levels. I want to tell you about Rosa. She's 82, full of stories, always smiling, but last year something changed. She started losing her balance. Her feet tingled, and she said she felt like her brain was running through molasses. Her doctor checked her B12 levels, and they were barely registering. A few weeks after starting sublingual B12 supplements, the kind that dissolve under the tongue, she began to feel clearer. Her steps became more sure. And that heavy feeling in her legs, gone. That's the power of giving your nerves and muscles what they need. The good news: getting more B12 is easy. You can enjoy B12-rich foods like eggs, salmon, tuna, and beef, and for many people, a daily sublingual supplement is the best way to ensure your body absorbs it properly. It's simple, safe, and can be life-changing. But here's where things get even more alarming. There's another vitamin that affects over 70% of seniors. And if you're missing it, or if it's out of balance, it can actually cause your muscles to waste away. That's right. Your body may literally start breaking down your muscle tissue, and it often happens without pain, without warning, until it's too late. We're going to uncover exactly what it is, and why it might be the real reason your legs have been feeling weak, tired, or unreliable. So don't go anywhere. What I'm about to share with you could help you protect the muscles that keep you standing, walking, and living life on your terms. What you learn next might be the most important piece of the puzzle. When it comes to building strong legs, most people think of protein first. And that makes sense. Protein is the raw material your muscles need to stay firm and functional. But here's the shocking truth: protein alone isn't enough. Without the right partners in your body, all that protein can go to waste, or even cause problems in places you'd never expect. There's one overlooked nutrient that plays a powerful, behind-the-scenes role in how your body uses both protein and minerals. It's called vitamin K2, and hardly anyone is talking about it. But this quiet little vitamin can make the difference between strong, balanced legs and slow, silent decline. Let's start with the basics. Vitamin K2 tells calcium where to go. That may not sound exciting until you realize that if calcium doesn't go to your bones, it may wind up in your arteries instead. That means stiff blood vessels, poor circulation, and even higher risk of heart trouble. But when K2 is present and doing its job, calcium moves into your bones and stays out of places it shouldn't be, like the soft tissue in your legs. This matters more than most people realize. Calcium in the wrong places can limit blood flow to your legs, making your muscles weaker, slower to recover, and more likely to cramp or ache. It can even reduce how efficiently your muscles use the protein you're eating. That's why K2 is a critical co-pilot to protein. Yes, protein gives your muscles the fuel, but K2 helps direct the traffic, making sure nutrients like calcium go where they're needed and not where they'll cause harm. Most seniors get plenty of calcium, but very little K2. And the danger is that without K2, all the calcium might actually increase your risk of falls, not prevent them. It's a shocking twist, and one that far too few people know about. So where do you get this miracle worker? K2 is found in a few special foods, like natto, a traditional Japanese fermented soybean dish, egg yolks, liver, and certain cheeses. But let's be honest, not many of us are eating natto or liver every week. That's why, for many seniors, a small supplement may be worth asking your doctor about. And when K2 and protein are combined, the right food, the right balance, amazing things can happen. You may find that your legs feel more stable. Your recovery after a walk is quicker. And your energy improves, not just in your body, but in your confidence. Let me tell you about Jim. He was eating more protein, trying to build his strength back up after a fall. But he wasn't seeing the progress he expected. After learning about K2, he added a small daily dose, along with some extra egg yolks at breakfast. Within weeks, he noticed something: less leg soreness, easier steps, and a clearer head. It wasn't just the protein, it was what his body needed to use it properly. And here's the part that might surprise you even more. In just a moment, I'll reveal a surprise vitamin that works behind the scenes to protect not just your muscles, but your brain as well. Most people have no idea it's even connected to balance and strength, but without it, your entire system can begin to slip quietly and dangerously. Stick with me because the next vitamin on our list could be the very thing your muscles and mind have been missing. When we think about muscles, we don't often think about fat. But there's a special kind of fat that doesn't weigh you down. It actually helps lift you up. That's omega-3 fatty acids, and they're one of the most powerful tools for preserving muscle as we age. Omega-3s are found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. They contain two key components, EPA and DHA. These aren't just ordinary fats, they act like tiny healers inside your body. They fight inflammation, protect your joints, boost brain health, and, yes, help keep your muscles strong and working. Here's what most seniors don't know: chronic inflammation can quietly destroy lean muscle, even if you're eating right and staying active. And omega-3s help put out that slow-burning fire. They cool the body down from the inside, reducing the kind of inflammation that leads to weak legs, joint stiffness, and slower recovery. There's research to back this up, too. Several studies show that older adults who get enough EPA and DHA maintain more lean muscle and perform better on physical function tests, like standing up from a chair or walking a short distance, than those who don't. In one study, seniors who added fish oil to their daily routine saw significant improvements in muscle strength after just a few months. And the benefits don't stop at your legs. Omega-3s also help keep the brain sharp and joints flexible. That means fewer stumbles, clearer thinking, and more freedom to do the things you love, whether it's gardening, playing with grandkids, or just getting around without help. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It helps more seniors like you discover life-changing health tips, and it helps us keep creating them for you every day. But most importantly, visit us at thegoldenyearsrx.com. That's TheGoldenYearsRx.com to join our free community of seniors who want to stay strong, independent, and full of life. Let me tell you about Arthur. He's 76 and used to be a big fan of fishing, but over the last couple of years, his knees got stiff and his legs began to feel heavy. He was afraid it was just old age. But after his doctor suggested adding more omega-3s to his diet, Arthur made a change. A couple servings of salmon each week, plus a high-quality fish oil supplement. Within a few months, he noticed something incredible. His legs didn't ache as much after walking. He could move more freely. And that foggy feeling in his head, it started to lift. Now, you don't have to eat fish every day to get these benefits. If seafood isn't your thing, algae-based supplements are a great alternative, especially for folks who prefer plant-based options. Just make sure whatever supplement you choose contains both EPA and DHA, and always check with your doctor before adding anything new to your routine. But here's the warning, and it's a big one. None of this, not the protein, not the vitamin D, not the omega-3s, will work properly if your body is missing one crucial mineral. And this one mineral is often left out of conversations entirely. Without it, your body can struggle to absorb and use the very nutrients we've been talking about. It's the piece that holds everything together or lets it quietly fall apart. Coming up next, I'll reveal this overlooked mineral and why missing it could silently sabotage your strength, your balance, and your independence. Don't miss it. What we share next may be the key that unlocks all the benefits we've talked about so far. Have you ever felt a sudden leg cramp in the middle of the night? Or tried to get up from a chair and your legs just didn't respond the way they used to, like the spark wasn't there. That missing spark might be more literal than you think. Because when it comes to movement, potassium is your body's electrical signal. And without enough of it, your muscles can go dim, weak, tired, even unresponsive. Potassium is an essential mineral that helps control muscle contractions, hydration, and blood pressure. It's like the battery inside your muscles, keeping them charged and ready to move. But here's the hidden danger. Many seniors today are not getting enough potassium. And the symptoms can show up in sneaky, frustrating ways like fatigue, leg cramps, twitching, or even dizziness when standing. Worse, severe potassium deficiency can become a deadly threat, leading to irregular heart rhythms or dangerously low energy levels. The scary part: most people don't realize their diet may be causing the problem. One major reason for low potassium is the rise in processed, packaged foods. These convenience meals are often low in natural potassium, but high in sodium. And when we try to follow a low-salt diet, as many doctors recommend, we sometimes go too far. The body needs a careful balance between sodium and potassium to keep your muscles and heart functioning properly. Let me share the story of Irene. She's 81 and always tried to eat light. Mostly crackers, toast, soup. Her legs had started feeling shaky and weak. One day, she had to sit down in the grocery store because her heart started racing. After a trip to the doctor and a blood test, they discovered she had low potassium levels, dangerously low. She began adding more potassium-rich foods like bananas and sweet potatoes to her meals, along with coconut water a few times a week. Within 2 weeks, she noticed her strength returning. Her legs didn't feel like jelly anymore. She could stand up without wobbling. And her heart rate calmed down too. That's the power of this overlooked mineral. Potassium works behind the scenes, supporting every step, every lift, every stretch. It helps your muscles relax and contract properly, keeps your blood pressure stable, and supports your nerves. And the good news: you can find it in everyday foods. Try bananas, avocados, spinach, beans, sweet potatoes, and even coconut water. Many fruits and vegetables naturally contain potassium. They just need to be part of your daily plate. And if you're on certain medications, like water pills or blood pressure drugs, be extra cautious. These can lower potassium levels without you even noticing. Always speak with your doctor before making major dietary changes or taking a potassium supplement. But don't ignore the signs. When potassium runs low, everything slows down, including you. Now here's something most people never hear. Even if you're getting all the right vitamins, D, B12, omega-3s, K2, none of them can work properly if your body is missing this one final ingredient. It's a vitamin that acts like the foreman of a construction crew, coordinating how nutrients are used and keeping everything on track. Without it, your leg strength, your balance, even your energy levels can quietly collapse, all while your tests come back normal. That's what we're going to uncover in the very next part, the most critical, most overlooked nutrient for seniors trying to stay strong. It could be the turning point your body's been waiting for. You've heard about the importance of vitamins. You've learned how nutrients like magnesium, potassium, and omega-3s protect your muscles and support your strength. But now it's time to shine a light on a silent muscle killer that sneaks into the lives of almost every senior sitting too much. It might sound harmless. After all, you're just resting, right? But here's the shocking truth. Long periods of sitting can quietly weaken your legs, increase your fall risk, and even shorten your lifespan. Every hour spent in a chair without moving is like pulling the plug on your muscle power. Blood begins to pool in your lower legs. Muscles that aren't used start to shrink. Your circulation slows. And before you know it, your body starts forgetting how to move with strength and control. This isn't just about skipping exercise. It's about what happens when we stay still for too long. You may be watching TV, reading, scrolling on your tablet, all good things in moderation. But the danger builds when you stay seated for long stretches, day after day, week after week. Think of your muscles like a wind-up clock. They need movement to stay wound up and functioning. No motion. They start to fade fast. And no vitamin in the world can reverse that if your body stays parked. Let me tell you about Carl. He's 83 and always considered himself healthy. But after his wife passed, he spent more time sitting in silence, sometimes for hours at a time. He began to notice his legs felt heavier. It was harder to get off the couch. He thought it was just grief or age. But after visiting a physical therapist, he was told his muscles were weakening from disuse, literally shrinking from too much sitting. It was a wake-up call. Thankfully, the fix doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't need to join a gym or run laps around the block. Just stand up and move a little every hour. Wiggle your toes. March in place. Do a few gentle leg lifts while holding onto the back of a chair. Even tapping your feet during a commercial break makes a difference. These simple movements help pump blood through your muscles and keep them alive and responsive. It's called movement snacks, little bursts of motion spread throughout your day. Done consistently, they help fight back against the devastating effects of a sedentary lifestyle. Because your body isn't meant to be still, it's meant to move. So yes, the right vitamins are powerful. They can do wonders. But they work best when your body is in motion. Without movement, even the most nutritious diet can fall short. I'm going to reveal the #1 combination of nutrients that every senior over 60 must focus on, or risk leg collapse, mobility loss, and even permanent dependence on others. This is the moment everything in this video has been building toward. It's the most important insight of all. Don't go to sleep before you hear this. It could change your life. After everything we've covered, you might be wondering, where do I start? With all the vitamins and nutrients out there, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But if you remember just one thing from this video, let it be this. There's a powerful trio that could quietly rebuild your strength, protect your balance, and help you move through life with more freedom. That trio is vitamin D3, vitamin K2, and magnesium, and together, they form what many experts are now calling the ultimate combination for leg strength and fall prevention after 60. Let's break it down one last time. Vitamin D3 is your foundation. It helps your muscles contract properly and supports your sense of balance. It also works with your nerves and brain to help you feel steady when you walk. When D3 is low, your legs feel like they've lost their spark, and studies show the risk of falls goes way up. Then comes vitamin K2, the director. It tells calcium where to go. Without K2, calcium can end up in the wrong places, your arteries, your joints, making movement stiff and even dangerous. But with enough K2, calcium goes into your bones and supports the structure your muscles rely on. And finally, magnesium. This is the connector. It relaxes your muscles, calms your nerves, and gives your body the ability to actually use both D3 and K2. Without magnesium, those other two vitamins can't do their jobs well. It's like trying to run a car without spark plugs. But here's what's truly exciting. When you take all three together, they begin to work in harmony, like an orchestra playing a perfect tune. One recent study showed that older adults who got the proper amounts of D3, K2, and magnesium had faster walking speeds, better balance, and stronger leg performance than those who didn't. And those improvements didn't take years, they showed up in just weeks. This trio supports everything from bone health and muscle function to nerve communication and blood flow. It's not just about feeling stronger. It's about staying on your feet, avoiding falls, and living with confidence every time you get out of bed, walk across the room, or step outside. Think about what that could mean for your life. Imagine standing up with ease, no wobble, no struggle. Imagine walking through your garden without worrying about your legs giving out. Imagine dancing again, even if just a little sway in the kitchen, because your body finally has the support it's been missing for years. These nutrients aren't exotic. They aren't expensive. And they aren't just for bodybuilders or athletes. They're for people like you, people who want to stay independent, mobile, and full of life in their golden years. Your legs are more than just limbs. They're your lifeline to independence. They carry you to the kitchen in the morning. They help you walk beside a loved one. They let you dance, garden, travel, and rise with dignity from a chair. When your legs are strong, you feel free, confident, capable. But when they begin to weaken, life starts to shrink, slowly at first, then all at once. That's why what you choose to do today matters more than ever. Let's take one final look at the 6 nutrients we've uncovered together, the ones that can rebuild strength, restore energy, and help you stay steady on your feet. Vitamin D powers your muscles and balance. Magnesium helps your muscles contract and relax. Vitamin B12 supports your nerves and blood flow. Vitamin K2 keeps calcium in your bones, not your arteries. Omega-3s fight inflammation and preserve lean tissue. Potassium fuels every movement, like an electric spark for your muscles. Each one plays a unique role, but together they become something greater, a foundation for strength, stability, and freedom. Now here's the truth that might surprise you most. You can still get stronger, even after 60. It's not too late. Your body can still respond. Muscles can rebuild. Balance can return. But it starts with giving your body what it's quietly been begging for before it's too late. Don't wait for a devastating fall or a warning from your doctor. Don't let a chair become your cage. Start today. A small walk. A few extra vegetables. A conversation with your doctor about supplements. These steps may seem small, but they are powerful and they add up. Every step you take on strong legs is a step toward freedom, joy, and confidence. Toward holding your grandchild's hand. Standing tall at a family gathering. Laughing, moving, and living on your own terms. You've taken the first step. Let's keep going together. And remember, you're stronger than you think. Don't let your golden years be slowed by weak legs or lost strength. You've got this. Let's walk into a stronger tomorrow, side by side. If you found this helpful, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It helps more seniors like you discover life-changing health tips, and it helps us keep creating them for you every day. But most importantly, visit us at thegoldenyearsrx.com. That's TheGoldenYearsRx.com to join our free community of seniors who want to stay strong, independent, and full of life. The next video on your screen is even more transformational. It could be the one that would help you move, feel, and live like you're 20 years younger. Go ahead and press play now, and let's bring back the strength and energy you thought was gone. Thank you for watching.